Hey everyone, welcome to Texas Toast, and we have a special guest. So we're going to introduce to everyone on this particular episode. Welcome to Trent Cowie. Hey Trent, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for having me.
It looks like you're doing fantastic with your new single that's out, and we'll get to that. But I noticed that your band was formed out of Magnolia. Is that your hometown?
It sure is. Yes, ma'am.
So what was it like growing up in Magnolia? It's gorgeous there. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice and quiet, one horse town. Well, it used to be at least. It's blowing up pretty
It
fast.
has.
Yeah, pretty quiet, not too much to say about good old Magnolia, Texas, but I love it there.
Absolutely. So how's the music business treating you? I know you launched basically it looked like to me you launched everything like in 2018.
Yeah, yeah, it's been fun. It's been great. Of course, with all the other stuff going on, we kind of had some setbacks, but I think we're going to come out of the gate pretty strong this year in 2021, and with the release of the new single and all that, it's been great. We've had great opportunities so far, and looking forward to getting back on track this year. So.
Right. So what is your background and how did you become the musician that you are today?
Well, right out of high school, I was working in the oil field and moved out to West Texas for a couple of years. And you know how the oil field goes, is it has its ups and downs. And so I got laid off and kind of regrouped, and I was like, you know what? I'm young. I'm got a few opportunities. I know how to play a G chord and a C and a D, and I wrote a few songs. So I want to take this opportunity and run with it. So yeah, I mean, it kind of came out of you know getting laid off from the oil field and kind of picking a few shows around town. I really decided to take it seriously and go forward with music things. So
Getting laid off actually turned out to be a blessing for you.
yeah, yeah, blessing in disguise, I think.
Absolutely. You turned it around. So as far as your inspirations of artists or growing up, people that you listen to that have influenced your music.
Oh gosh, you got a while? I got a whole list of them.
Go for it. Let's do it.
No, growing up, it was always my dad. He was always putting on country legends whenever we would work outside or clean the garage. So of course, you got Merle and Hank and Waylon Jennings and all those, and people like that. Even newer artists, like Cody Johnson and Whiskey Myers. And gosh, I mean, I love classic country, but I also love to play more Southern rock stuff. So I mean, I draw influence from everything. So I always love to answer that question because it's a different answer every time, just because there's so many influences out there.
I pick up on the Whiskey Myers in
Yeah.
your music, and you've got such a smooth sound. Now your current single is She Ain't Dancing Here, and it seems to be doing well. When did you actually drop this single?
It was actually last month we released it. So it's been going steady for a while. We actually recorded that song out at Yellow Dog Studios in Wimberley, which is a fantastic place. Dave Percival produced it, and we were able to really change it up with this one because, like I said, I like the old school country sound, but I'm also kind of a rock guy too. But with this, with this single, we wanted to do something real like steel guitar country music. And I think we took it out there, and Dave nailed it. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, it's great. Also, another single that I like that just kind of stood out to me when I was listening to all your music is I really like the single Drive. Because when things are just going like yuck, you just put on the music and drive. But I really like that one also.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that one's great. Yeah, that one was kind of that was the COVID release. We put that one out kind of right before everything went to crud, if you will. And
Right.
We actually just kicked that one back off, and it got up to top 100 in radio in Texas. So I was excited about that. But yeah, that was the song that we kind of pushed out during the COVID pandemic. And, I'm glad that it kind of got as far as it did, just considering everything that was going on at the time. So,
So now that things are kind of opening up, you back up playing?
Yeah. Matter of fact, played Saturday at the Barn Frio. Actually saw Kyle out there, so that was cool. And this weekend we're in New Braunfels, so we're starting to travel a little bit more and getting to see a little bit more of the road life that we miss.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Who are some of your favorites that you've shared the stage with, like back
Uh,
when you were really hitting it hard?
yeah. We shared the stage with I think one of the most memorable ones is the very first time I opened up for Randy Rogers was out in Columbus, and that was cool. Randy Rogers is like the godfather of Texas country music, and
Oh, absolutely. And that would
so
be Colorado County Fair, right?
no, that was actually it was a venue called Blake Street Bar out there in Columbus. So it was actually an acoustic show, which was even cooler in my
Oh, I remember when that show happened.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah
Okay.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I got
It was
some connections over that way. Yes.
a great
That's
place.
awesome. So who would be like your dream person to open for until you're a headliner?
Uh, um, you know what? I don't even know. I mean, it'd be cool to open up for George Strait, but
You never know. It's just a Texas thing, right? It happens.
no, there's a lot of guys that I could name a whole list, like I said. So I don't know. Give me a second on that.
Okay, yeah, we got plenty of time. So, what's your band like in your live shows?
Well, my bass player Jake has like hair that's 3 feet long, and he likes
Cool.
to sing, so that's fun. And no, the guys are great, man. We are all from the same area pretty much, and so we spend a lot of time together, even off the road, and we're great friends outside of music. So I think that shows a lot on stage, and that's one of my favorite things about the guys that I play with is the camaraderie, and they're my brothers. So
You spend a
not
lot
only
of time together.
yeah, not only do we work together, we put up with each other's shit a lot. So we're great friends.
Yeah, put up with that and dirty clothes and all kind of stuff, right?
Right.
So as far as upcoming, what is your current album that's out right now?
Our last project we recorded was Side A, and that was a song EP. So that's our kind of our current deal right now. Outside,
Anything in the works for the future? Or are you still
oh,
just working on that?
oh yeah, we're working on. I'm penning a few more songs for. We're gonna release Side B, so we're gonna have a Side A, and then Side B is gonna be our next 6-song EP, and hopefully after that we'll do the full length record and have some more inspiration between now and then. But yeah, hopefully recording some stuff this year and putting it out this year. But yeah, still putting the pieces together. So we'll see how it turns out.
So when you're not traveling, writing songs, recording songs, working singles, what do you like to do in your time off?
I said fishing earlier. I love
Mm.
fishing.
What kind of fishing?
I love fishing in the coast. I love
Oh.
I love I love beer. I love hanging out with my friends. I love uh, just the typical country song answer. Fishing, drinking, riding 4-wheelers, all that stuff. But
Yeah, fishing's an awesome thing. It's like I happen to fish. My backyard is East Matagorda Bay, so I fish artificial. They call me topwater girl. I love to throw the topwaters.
well, hey,
Yeah.
why do we have to do this interview over Zoom? We could be fishing. Oh, come on
I
now.
know. I'm thinking that we need to do a redo, Trent. You have to come. I'm like getting a lot of guys lined up, and me and Captain Ron will take you fishing anytime. That's just the kind of people we are. It's like we talk about in a previous podcast, we were talking about live music events and how, you bond. And it's the same thing with fishing. It's like you could be at the cleaning tables or you're at the boat ramp and you talk to somebody or somebody invites someone to come fishing. And the next thing you know, they have another group that they're fishing with. It's like one big family. I just love it. I love it so much. Like
Yeah.
I could go on and on and on, but yeah, that's a good thing. Are you familiar with where Matagorda is?
Oh yeah, I've spent lots of time down there. Yep.
Well, well, but what's bad is with the freeze, my pets in East Bay didn't do too good.
Really? Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw videos. Matter of fact, we were supposed to go to Run and Gun for one of my buddy's bachelor parties, but it ended up being so bad down there that we decided not to do it. I think they're out of Matagorda too.
Yes, they are. That's my kids. I grew up with my son. Yes, I know Run and Gun very well.
Yeah, so we were gonna do that, but yeah, man, that was crazy. All those fish froze and belly up. That was nuts.
It was
So
crazy. It was sad because, like, when everybody was like, like your family's checking in, or my friends that come here and fish, and they're inland, which they're going to freeze anyway. And they were like, "How are y'all going to do? Are y'all okay?" I said, "I'm just worried about my pets in East Bay. That's all I'm worried about." So, yeah. So I see that you do have an upcoming show we could discuss with Roger Kreger.
yes, ma'am. Yeah, that one's in our hometown, so I'm stoked for that one.
Oh, nothing like playing to your hometown.
Yeah, yeah. So this will be the second show with Roger actually. Play with him in Dallas, and then now he's coming to our side of town, and we're playing at District 249 on April 24th, I believe. I'll have to check my calendar. Yeah, I think it's 24th, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. They built an outdoor stage out there at District 249. Usually they play inside, but this time it's going to be an outdoor show, and it's going to be rowdy and loud, and yeah, it's going to be
Oh,
great.
I've been so ready for a Kreger show. It's like one of these things, at least every 6 months, you have to have a Kreger show.
Oh yeah,
It's
oh yeah.
always been my rule of thumb.
And if you bring Kevin Fowler along, that's even better too.
Oh, I know. Well, now I'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Trent. Well, where can people find you and find your music and learn more about you?
Yeah, I think the best thing for us right now is Facebook, Instagram. Just Trent Cowie, and I'm building my website right now, so it's under construction. But Facebook, Google, iTunes, all the good stuff. I'm pretty sure I still have a MySpace, but don't look at those pictures. I haven't uploaded them in a while.
Was that maybe like high school?
Yeah, yeah. No, disregard that.
Okay, and of course you spelled Trent's last name Cowie. If you want to look him up, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to check him out, because I look for you to have a really good, strong, consistent future in the Texas music scene. You have the sound, you have the look, and I can't wait to meet you in person.
Yes, man. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Oh, and I have one other question to ask you, Trent. We always ask this on my podcast. If you were a cocktail, what would you be?
I'm being old fashioned for sure.
Okay, you're the second old fashioned we've had on. That's awesome, Trent. Thank you so much.
All righty. Bye, Helen. Thanks.